Well, so Pokemon Legends ZA comes out in October of this year. And so the question is, well, what is the game going to introduce? Well, I decided to make my own top 5 wishes for Pokemon Legends ZA. And, well, let's just get into the video. But of course, before I do get into this video, I do want to remark that there are spoilers for Pokemon X and Y, so be wary if you haven't played that game yet. So of course, at number 5, we of course have new Mega Evolutions. Mega Evolutions were introduced in Pokemon X and Y. Quite a handful of Pokemon did get these, and more Pokemon did get them in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. But after those games, Mega Evolution just kind of went away. Yeah, while it was in the Gen 7 games, it wasn't exactly the main feature, nor did any Pokemon get Megas. And so it just feels like, well, since Mega Evolution has been confirmed to come back, they should at least give some Pokemon Megas. They should also be doing the exact same in regards for, well, the Colorless Pokemon. Give them some Mega Evolutions. The only Colorless Pokemon that actually had a Mega was Diancie. None of the starters or even a few, or even the pseudo legendary got Megas, which is quite disappointing and was a bit of a letdown. But of course, that can be changed with the new Pokemon game. Number 4, we of course have new Pokemon. This one more likely probably could happen because every middle gen game that we've gotten, we've seen at least 1 or 2 new Pokemon. Ever since Ultra Sun and Moon, there's been a new Pokemon introduced in the middle of a generation. These of course being, well, Poipole and its evolution, a few Ultra Beasts, Sword and Shield had a few new legendaries and such. Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Legends Arceus had a few evolutions to older Pokemon, and of course, Scarlet and Violet had quite a few new Pokemon introduced with its DLC and epilogue. So it makes sense that Legends ZA could potentially introduce some new Pokemon, and honestly, hopefully so. More likely, this is probably going to be the final Gen 9 game that we get, as I doubt it's going to be a 10th generation of Pokemon. So hopefully they add some new ones. Next up, we of course have returning Gen 6 characters. Now, I won't get into this too much because I do have a video planned for this, but I hope that they do give us some characters from X and Y, like, the rivals. Most of them did kind of feel fleshed out. Caleb/Harina and Shauna were very well written characters, but Trevor and Tierno kind of felt a little lackluster. Yeah, they had goals. Trevor wanted to complete the Pokedex, and Tierno liked Pokemon dancing, but you don't really see them do anything in the story. They just kind of tag along and just felt like filler at times. So here's hoping that ZA does have them and at least does give them a bit more characteristics. Also, it would be nice to see all the gym leaders return, maybe even former villains. Legends ZA definitely has a lot of potential in this regard, as Team Flare, while they were interesting, they didn't really have enough to do at times, and Sandy Evans were just, unfortunately, a little forgettable. And of course, next up, we of course have an open world. I know that Legends ZA is going to be in Lumiose City, but I'm still hoping that they do have an open world. I mean, they could make Lumiose City a very open place, and honestly, it would be very nice if they did. Obviously time will tell whether or not it does happen, but I feel like considering how expansive Lumiose City was and how huge, I forgot what this one scene in Black and White was. It's where you fight Bug, and this just kind of proves that it's been a bit since I've played Gen 5. Yeah, Castelia City. I just feel like with Castelia City in Black and White 2, being this expansive place and having, and having a park in it and the sewers, it just feels like they could have done the exact same with Lumio City in this game, especially in regards to certain Pokemon that we've seen so far. And of course, my number one mention is, of course, wrap up Gen 6. Gen 6 felt really incomplete at times, which is unfortunate. I really do like X and Y. They're my favorite Pokemon games aside from Scar and Violet, but they felt a little left out in regards in storytelling, especially in regards to Triventurino. Like, Shauna and Caleb, or slash Serena, they felt like they were well written, but those two just didn't really. They felt like they had an idea with these characters, but not enough screen time to do with them. Not to mention, some of the Team Flare admins just kind of felt underused. And, well, there was a lack of post game in X and Y. Once you beat the story, that's pretty much it. And then there's Zygarde, probably the biggest missed potential out of any legendary Pokemon in the series, in my opinion. Zygarde kind of felt like it was hyped up when Pokemon X, Y, and Z was announced as an anime, but they didn't really use Zygarde, which is unfortunate. And while Sun and Moon did introduce the Zygarde cells, again, Zygarde just kind of was underutilized in that one, which was very unfortunate. And not even Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon did it better. But honestly, with Legends ZA, here's hoping that they finally do give Zygarde enough attention and really give us the Pokemon Z that should have been out a while ago. That's all I really have to say for this video, but of course, I will be back next time with another Pokemon Legends ZA video, because, well, it's a hot topic in the series right now, and so I kind of do want to make a few videos about it. So until then, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful night.